Every true journey begins with a rupture. Not the kind the world celebrates, not the triumphs written in history, but a quieter and more terrible moment. The collapse of the world you thought you knew. It begins with a crack in the foundation of your life, something that refuses to be explained away, something that gnaws at you in silence when the distractions fade. It might appear as despair, as anxiety, as a hollow emptiness in the pit of your being. It might arrive in the form of loss, of love, of security, of meaning. Or it may creep upon you slowly, like a fog that no light seems able to pierce. This is not a coincidence. It is the first step of the inward journey, the call from the abyss. Every individual, whether they admit it or not, stands one day at the threshold of this call. And most, terrified of what it demands, turn away. They seek comfort in routine, in shallow pleasures, in the voices of others who tell them all is well. But deep down they know. The mask no longer fits. The story they have told themselves has grown too small. The abyss is calling. Why does it come as suffering? Because the psyche has only one way to shake you awake. By dismantling the illusions that keep you bound. So long as your life is built upon the false certainty of ego and the brittle mask of persona, you cannot discover who you truly are. The unconscious must tear at you, must destabilize you, until you no longer have the luxury of pretending. The collapse is not the end. It is the beginning. Think of the myths. The hero is never called while seated comfortably on a throne. The call comes in exile, in danger, in catastrophe. It is the same for you. The abyss appears because your soul knows you are capable of more than the narrow prison in which you live. If you cling to the known world, you will decay behind its walls. But if you step into the unknown, though everything in you trembles, you begin the only journey worth taking, the journey within. But here lies the danger. Many hear the call of the abyss and mistake it for madness, for weakness, for personal failure. They seek escape intoxicants to numb the pain, distractions to drown the voice, surface level goals to keep the illusion alive. Yet no matter how far they run, the abyss follows, because the abyss is not outside, it is inside. It is the unacknowledged depths of your own being, rising up to demand recognition. To run from it is to live half a life, to remain a fragmented creature trapped in endless cycles of suffering. To answer the call, however, requires courage of a different kind than the world usually praises. It is not the courage to conquer others, but the courage to face yourself. It is to walk into the night without a map, guided only by a strange inner, knowing that destruction may also conceal rebirth. It is to accept that the feelings you have avoided, fear, shame, despair, are not enemies, but messengers. Each tremor in your soul points to a deeper truth waiting to be uncovered. This is why the abyss feels unbearable. It is not simply pain. It is transformation in disguise. The very ground of who you believe yourself to be is dissolving. You are being asked to abandon the certainty of your false identity. Few accept this willingly. Most resist until they are broken. Yet those who yield to the abyss discover that descent is not annihilation, but passage.